Family, what's good with you? It's your boy Milkywayjayy. Welcome back to another banger. And we are paying our respects to Chuck Norris. If y'all don't know, which I'm sure y'all do, Chuck Norris recently passed away. He lived a long life. I believe he was 83 or in his 80s when he passed. Glad that he was able to live a long, fruitful life. Condolences to his family and all not and whatnot. But today we are reacting to the top 10 Chuck Norris moments. This is just a video I figured we dive into just to get a glance at some of his best feats and moments in cinema and just accomplishments in his life. Make sure y'all like the video. If y'all like the video, comment down below your thoughts. If y'all feel like there were different moments that y'all really appreciate, and subscribe to the channel if y'all are new. We are on the road to 1,000 subs. Almost there. I appreciate y'all. Enough of me yapping though. Let's get into this video. Spread love to the people that mean most of y'all. I'll see y'all in there. Let's get to it. Top 10 Chuck Norris moments.
I've been called that, but I have mellowed.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most unforgettable roles and iconic moments that defined Chuck Norris's cultural impact.
Right, there we go.
Number 10, the Chuck Norris Facts meme. It's hard to talk about Chuck Norris without mentioning the internet phenomenon that took the world by storm in the mid-2000s.
Yo, facts. You cannot go anywhere on the internet without saying Chuck Norris did this video, or like when Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mom home from the hospital. When Chuck Norris does push-ups, he's actually moving the earth. Come on now.
Yep, the
endless.
Chuck Norris Facts meme began as a series of humorous and hyperbolic statements exaggerating his strength and toughness to absurd levels.
Missing in action 3.
The memes declared such things as Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice and Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups, he pushes the earth down. What made these memes so enduring wasn't just the humor, but how it tapped into Norris's already formidable on-screen persona.
Settle down, I'll hurt you.
By this point, he was a seasoned action star with decades of martial arts credibility, which gave the jokes an ironic yet loving edge. Norris himself embraced the trend, even publishing a book titled The Official Chuck Norris Fact Book.
I had no clue he made that.
Appearance. The Expendables 2. When Chuck Norris appeared in The Expendables 2, it wasn't just a cameo. It was a high-octane nod to his action star legacy. Released in 2012, the sequel film sees Norris enter the fray alongside other legends like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, flexing the charisma that made him the recognizable star that he is.
You did all this?
I fly solo. I thought you knew that.
Yeah, I heard it, but I didn't buy it.
Well, now you do.
This brief but memorable appearance also symbolized Norris's enduring relevance in the action world, celebrating decades of heroic roles. It was a delightful addition for fans, proving his legend still packs a punch and deserved to be among the star-studded ensemble.
I heard another rumor that you were bitten by a king cobra.
Yeah, I was. But after 5 days of agonizing pain, the cobra died.
It was also a reminder that Chuck Norris doesn't need extended scenes to leave a lasting impression.
What are you doing here?
Moving on. You killed all my business.
I thought you were the lone wolf.
Sometimes it's fun to run with the pack.
You got a point.
Number 8. Scott James, The Octagon. In one of his earliest solo leading roles, Chuck Norris portrayed Scott James, a retired martial artist haunted by visions of his violent past, only to discover a sinister network of ninja mercenaries led by the ruthless Sakura.
They can't exist. Nobody knows except me.
This came out in '88, it said? I've never seen this before.
This film was somewhat groundbreaking for its time, delving into the shadowy world of martial arts as it pitted Norris against an entire army of silent assassins. It allowed him to showcase his formidable Tong Soo Do skills in numerous intricate fight scenes. It also proved his capability in carrying a film as a top-billed action star. The Octagon no doubt laid much of the groundwork for his future iconic roles.
This time, you broke the discipline.
You don't torment me anymore, Sakura. I'm gonna kill you.
Number 7. Major Scott McCoy, the Delta Force. When terrorists seize a passenger plane, only one elite unit can answer the call.
I've seen this movie
Major
before.
Scott McCoy, Chuck Norris teamed up with the legendary actor Lee Marvin in this classic 1986 action film. The movie follows the titular Delta Force unit on a daring mission to rescue hostages from a hijacked flight. And Norris, well, he was at his peak, delivering a relentless performance filled with spectacular stunts and explosive shootouts.
Drop that thing and get down here quick.
What do you want me to do? Jump?
I don't care what you do, make it fast.
And down that line, that power line. Shooting the whole way. Boy, Chuck Norris could do anything, man. Rest in peace to the GOAT.
Rocket-firing motorcycle became a lasting image of 80s action cinema, epitomizing his brand of no-nonsense heroism and unwavering determination in the face of overwhelming odds. It's a defining example of his 1980s action dominance, combining patriotism, precision, and pure firepower.
All that in a motorcycle.
Number 6. Colt, Way of the Dragon. Chuck Norris is mostly remembered as a revered on-screen hero, but the action star once played an iconic villain in one of Bruce Lee's seminal films. Norris plays Colt, a formidable American martial artist brought in to defeat Lee's character, Tong Lung. The film culminates in an unforgettable battle between the two martial art titans in the Roman Colosseum. The fight sequence is regarded by many as
Check my reaction to this fight out. It was about 7-8 months ago, and man, such peak.
one of the greatest cinematic martial arts duels ever, showcasing raw power, intricate choreography, and both men's physical abilities. It was a pivotal moment for Norris, exposing him to a global audience and establishing him as a true force to be reckoned with. Though Colt is the antagonist, he earns respect through skill and composure. Number 5. Karate Champion. Before ever stepping in front of a camera, Chuck Norris had already earned his legendary status through sheer skill and dedication. Yep, Norris's formidable on-screen persona wasn't just acting. It was built upon a legitimate foundation of martial arts mastery.
The next time things get tough, you mess up on a test or lose the game, don't let it get you down. Don't give up and you'll be a winner.
A decorated champion, Chuck Norris held the Professional World Karate Champion title for 6 undefeated times from 1968 to 1974. Heck, he also pioneered his own martial art, Chun Kuk Do, which translates to the universal way.
The more you train, the more proficient you are to be able to handle certain situations on the street.
This authentic background in Tung Soo Do and other disciplines gave unparalleled credibility to his film performances, ensuring audiences knew that when Chuck Norris fought on screen, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Every lesson you take gives you a better chance of handling a situation on the street, and believe me, it's a necessity nowadays to have a means of self-defense.
Number 4. Matt Hunter, Invasion USA. In a world where America is under siege, one man stood ready to defend it against all odds. Yep, as Matt Hunter, a retired CIA agent, Chuck Norris faced down a Soviet...
You kind of forget because like throughout the early 2000s when I was growing up, you kind of see how big Chuck Norris was as a figure, how big he was as a figure already. You forget that like a lot of his real classics are from like the 70s and 80s. It's just crazy because in the 2000s, he was still such a big thing. I mean, obviously they were showing a lot of, like on TV and stuff, Walker, Texas Ranger would come on a lot all the time.
Invasion force on American
soil. There's different things that
you lived through this,
kept his name going, but a lot of his real classics is from the 70s and 80s.
This quintessential 80s action flick saw Norris transform into a one-man army, using every tool at his disposal. From machine guns...
It's not like, you know, Bruce Lee, where Bruce Lee passed away a lot earlier, so all we know him as is his classics, whereas Chuck Norris had such more of a longer career that growing up in my childhood, the stage of Chuck Norris he was already past his, or not even past his peak, but he already reached his peak. He was having so much hits, so many classics rising up to that point.
To rocket launchers,
went unnoticed.
These invaders never stood a chance.
Speaking for myself though, y'all let me know if it's the same. How y'all feel? I know a lot of my viewers who
Invasion USA is remembered for its over-the-top action sequences,
like this,
including a memorable mall shootout. Above all, it showcased Norris's ability to carry a film with pure, unadulterated, explosive action, solidifying his reputation as an invincible protector of freedom. Number 3, J.J. McQuaid, Lone Wolf McQuaid. As a lawman with a wild side, the blueprint for Chuck Norris's most famous character began to take shape in Steve Carver's neo-western.
Run for it! I'll cover you! I'm staying here, Ranger! Get your ass out of here! That's an order! Reverse!
Playing J.J. McQuaid, a maverick Texas Ranger who prefers to work alone, Norris brought his signature blend of martial arts and stoic justice to the Wild West. This film pitted him against a formidable drug lord played by David Carradine in a series of intense showdowns.
Boys are just having a little fun. You want to join the fun?
You talking to the Walker's Texas Ranger.
Successfully merged the Western genre with modern action, establishing Norris's lonely wolf archetype, a man who operates outside the rules but always delivers justice. Its success directly influenced the creation of his most enduring television series, which we'll get to shortly.
So, the lone wolf pays us a visit. As you can see, mine's big. Pays us a visit.
I didn't expect them to have a gold blick like that.
Mine's bigger.
Mine's loaded.
Number 2, Colonel James Braddock, Missing in Action Trilogy. Few roles defined Chuck Norris's image as a relentless, patriotic hero more than this series. As Colonel James Braddock, Norris embarked on a grueling quest to rescue American POWs still held captive in Vietnam, years after the war officially ended. The trilogy tapped into a raw nerve of national sentiment, portraying Braddock as an unstoppable force driven by a deep sense of duty and compassion.
Lighten them up. Calm face, nonchalant.
The film not only showcased Norris's ability to handle intense action, but also emotionally charged storylines. Braddock became one of his most recognizable characters, marking the series as one of his most beloved and iconic cinematic achievements.
Sound Mojo's audio pop song.
For almost a decade, millions tuned in weekly on CBS to watch Justice get a roundhouse kick to the face.
Yes, sir. Walker, Texas Ranger. Oh.
As Cordell Walker, a wise and formidable Texas Ranger.
See, I forget. See, I'm trying to remember. My mom used to watch this show. I think it was Charmed at the time. And every time Charmed would come on, right after would be Walker, Texas Ranger. Those two shows, like, I just had a weird like, it was never by choice, but it was always on, and I just watched it. So I'm very knowledgeable in both. I mean, Charmed is way, like, completely different genre, completely different type of show, but it's just an older show that used to come on, like, in rotation a lot, and that's
Chuck
just
Norris
when I
became
connect
a
with
household name
this.
for an entirely new generation. The series skillfully blended martial arts action with Western themes and moral storytelling.
But this
as
is
Walker
what
and his team
this is my
tackled
Chuck
everything
Norris. This
from
is what
drug
I know
lords to
Chuck
domestic
Norris
disputes.
to be. And then I learned about most of the, like, martial arts stuff and Bruce Lee collabs and all that after. Obviously, he did martial arts in this, but I didn't realize
His
how much of a
character,
legend
known for
this
his
put me on to
moral
his
compass and signature high kicks,
legend.
became synonymous with integrity and strength. Walker, Texas Ranger wasn't just a show. It was a cultural phenomenon that cemented Chuck Norris's legacy as a hero who always stood for what was right.
You all right?
Yeah, that was exciting.
Did we miss your
windshield's
favorite Chuck
broken.
Norris performance?
That was a W video. If you feel like there was different Chuck Norris moments that y'all want me to react to, let me know down in the comments. Rest in peace to the legend, first and foremost. True legend. True legend. Yeah, I just thought, hey, why not take a look at some of his catalog, some of his greatest feats, greatest memories, greatest moments. Just kind of celebrate them, because Chuck Norris, at least in my childhood, I'm not going to say he was like everything, but I just remember Walker, Texas Ranger a lot, the Chuck Norris memes. He was a big part in my childhood in terms of finding an interest in martial arts and different things. So Chuck Norris is a legend. Rest in peace to the GOAT. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video if y'all are new. Much love to y'all. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. It's your boy Milkywayjayy. I'm out.